Oh no! Get out, you stupid idiot! Hi guys, welcome to episode 12. We are experiencing a few problems after initiating the other gas generators, primarily the sheer volume of carbon dioxide. We've put a second scrubber in, and I think we actually need a third in quite quick succession. So let's just put that in now. No oxygen. So let's just chuck that down, get the power to it, and then we can carry on talking. Because without getting this sorted, our base is going to suffer immensely. But also, we have a lot of power drawing. Let me just, and I'll work out what that is in a moment. So, what am I looking for? I'm looking for pipes, aren't I? Gas liquid pipes. So straight through there, and we can also go there. And let's put that to priority 8. We need that done ASAP. Also, I'm going to, I'm going to put a, what do I want? Cancel. I want deconstruct building. I'm actually going to put a coal generator here, just really to help top these batteries up, because we are going through such an immense amount of power. So, while that's going on, just bear with us for 30 secs. Okay, so I've just calculated up how many different things that we're using power for. So we have got, I think it's 6,240 watts that are required on a semi-regular basis, but we have only got 3,200 watts being generated by these. Now, you can't really count the hydrogen generator as a power supplying force at this moment in time, because it is not that regular. So we're looking at a little bit of hydrogen every so often. So we need to consider increasing our power production quite substantially. Now that's a problem there. Let's dig that out. What's that? It's a plant there as well. No, it's a Swede. Let's come on. Priority that. Double read, upgrade. Go, go, go. Sorry, I've gone back to 9 for a moment because we have got quite a few problems that need to be rectified quite quickly. Let's just actually increase this. Now, I've been seeing a lot of voids appearing on different people's channels, and I thought, right, okay, let's go and have a little search myself. So I've played on for quite a number of cycles, and I've sent search parties out in every direction I can think of to see what I can find, and I've had no joy whatsoever. So I'm going to try and manage with what we've got, and control everything that as we've got it now, so that we can actually keep ourselves sustainable. So that's my plan here today now. But I do have quite a few things that we need to sort out. Now, as a comment's been made about these, that you can get away with just having single gas permeable tiles, I'm going to give that a try now on here and dismantle these as well. So that's now operating, so that should start making a difference, and we've got space here now to put our coal generator. So let's just chuck that in and round, and make sure that is priority 8, not 9 like I've just done. So if we can get the power running and keep it tip top and keep these batteries running as effectively as possible, we can then have our guys spending more time doing other bits. Now, I've disabled everything that's in here, all these planters, because I need to get the environments in a more controlled manner. I've seen Sky Storm succeed to have Mealwood's perfect conditions, just having, I think it was 8 plant of these hydroponic farm tiles with a couple of weezeworts, and it worked beautifully within his base. However, because mine is slightly different, I've got other things that are contributing to it. I don't think that would be very effective in here. So I need to create a chamber, as it were, of the correct type of environment for them. So as I've only got 4 seeds on mealwood, and I've got 9 blossom seeds, I need to be a bit more mindful over that. So this is why we're kind of focusing on this section here, so that we can actually plant these sleet wheats. I think what does this give? Right, a standard harvest is 25 sleet wheat grains. So I think we plant a sleet wheat grain as a seed. So no matter what happens with these, a standard harvest will still actually help us to maintain our food. So that's what I'm aiming to do at the moment, is just basically just get this all ready so that we've got sufficient food being produced, and then we can actually just have a bit more relax on our food situation. This is all going up to 8 because this needs to be completed as quickly as possible. So we've now got our coal generator. We're going to drop that back down, so it's about 20%, so that's when it will actually request the coal, and we're also going to increase the priority on that so that it does actually request it on a quicker basis than normal. Right, so I've started explorating up here. There's no point at this moment in time. I find a lot of other similar things up there. I've got a couple of geysers up there, and there's not much else there. But thinking about what Dave mentioned about gas permeable tiles, I'm actually going to start creating a dam up here. This is so that I can actually capture any water that's coming down without actually allowing it to fall down into into my base. Actually, why did I do that? I'm just going to do that so they can climb in there, and put some more there. Because my plan is I'm going to need to have a better water supply at the moment, because we have growing requirements for clean water, and everything I've got so far is primarily polluted. So that's the idea with this. It's just basically to open up the area so that we can actually so we can actually capture the water, and then we should hopefully have 2 levels in it, that's polluted and that's clean, as it were. So I'm going to try and do that in a massive tank up here, and hopefully it will work for future proofing. But what I need to do down here more rapidly is deal with what I've got over here. So I need more fresh water coming through, so I'm going to put in my pipe. No, I want plumbing, so I'm going to put a pipe in here. Now this is wolframide, not wolframide. Is it wolframide? Tile? No, liquid pipe. That is absolite. So let's continue with the absolite. Plumbing help. Go in there. Obsidian, granite, sedimentary rock, and absolite. So it's got massive over temperature that it can cope with. I'm going to do this because I would rather have water coming through here. Now obviously we'll allow all this water to drop down, but I'm watching something about on Brothgar, and he was doing an experiment about how two types of water can't occupy the same space. So I am actually going to mop that section there. Oh no, we can't get to it. I'll cancel that. There's two. Basically, a clean water and polluted water can't occupy the same square. So he was using a way of filtering clean water and polluted water. So it's something I think I might give it a try once I've got this all sorted out and I've got all my water mixing, is to try and segregate it more effectively. So I want to get this done quickly because I want to stop my water being used within the base. I also wanted to deconstruct that, didn't I? And then if I put in a ladder going down, we can then just dig out that whole section. Okay, so where are we at down here? Perfect. So everything is here, so let's copy settings and let's just chuck it all over. I have no idea what we've got a thimble reading there for, or why he's there. What do we want? I want food. More hydroponic tiles, please. Excellent. What's going on there? Why is that priority not? Okay. That's all done. Let's just reduce that priority because it is going to take a while now for them to go through the whole growing cycle. I think, what's it say on here? 20 cycles. So that's quite a while for this to actually oh dear, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's a lot of water that's just come out from somewhere. Dear me. Just capture that down here. We can mop that lot. I'm going to deconstruct that tile actually. Deconstruct and deconstruct. Just so that we can actually leave a gap actually for any water coming down like that again, because I really don't want to be caught out in that same manner. Okay. Okay, so where are we at? I hate seeing all this red. I really do. I really do. Right. So his stress levels are increasing dramatically. And they're set still at, that's why. They all need to be set to 8, because I have kind of slipped into, yeah, I've kind of slipped into the creeping up to priority 9. Oh dear me. And I also had a comment saying that it's like teaching an old dog new tricks. Well, I know old dogs can learn new tricks, but it's like more like the leopards can't change their spots. So more of a habit of a lifetime. So let's just do this because I'd like to simplify this. So I'd like to have this pressure on here. What are you doing? Going just what? Hang on, who is that? Ringo. Came down here, just stood there, and then went back up. Ridiculous. Right. What am I getting done? What am I needing done? What am I needing done? Have I actually got someone running on this? No, I haven't. Have I assigned jobs for power? No, I haven't. So that's 8. That's 13. Do you know what? I'm going to put Toby C onto that because he can just use it to improve his speed for doing jobs. So that'll be what that's all for. Right, that's going to just break through shortly. So I might as well just dig that and just let it go. And if I do that as well, then it will just drain more effectively. Yeah, I really do like the thought of actually just having a single gas permeable tile as withholding all my water. That is so appealing. I love how it's sort of pouring all the way down to the bottom, even though it's hitting the water here. That's got to be another little bug. I'm actually going to put those here, actually. I kind of don't want this water working its way over. Why am I doing that? Yeah, no, I just might as well just do that. Yeah, do that. If that's all the same priority, yeah, they'll get that sorted. Yeah. Okay, so where are we at with power? 1.5 kilojoules dropping down because we're actually using it. Yeah. How are we doing on fertilizer actually? Agricultural fertilizer. 13.5 ton. Do you know what? I'm actually going to turn off disable building. I'm going to turn off a couple of these. I'm not needing fertilizer at the moment because I've got so much of it. Let's just priority 9 just so they go and turn this off. Have I done that? No, I haven't. What have I done? Yeah, so if they turn all those off, then it's not going to make that much difference. We've got quite a lot of fertilizer, and I don't think we use fertilizer in these. Let's have a look. Standard. What do we need? Oh, we do need fertilizer. Okay. Well, we'll just see how we get on with that because I don't really want to be manufacturing fertilizer for no reason. So what have I got that set as? Just do that. Copy settings. And let's put some pipe work in those as well for later. Right, okay. So 7, let's do that to 7. Okay. Right, food is starting to become an issue. How much seeds? Sleep wheat, oh dear, we haven't got a great deal. Let's get that up. And let's get that up. I also spotted, we've got grains here. I put in a few tiles, priority 8, we can get down here, which will then help us to get a few more seeds. Yeah, that will help. I'll get us out of the mire, as it were. Okay, so that's that. Now, that's looking a lot healthier in there now with oxygen. Those things, those air scrubbers are working a treat, which is brilliant. Now, look at that. Let me mop. This is kind of what I thought would happen. I'm sure I've played in a previous game where they have those gas permeable tiles have not maintained priority 8. Cancel that, because that is definitely coming through there. Who's that? Okay. Right, what's going on with that? Okay, so if I deconstruct these now, because that had a normal tile which is made out of sedimentary rock. I'm going to deconstruct that, those two. So 2 tiles, 1 sedimentary rock and 1 gas permeable tile, and water was getting through. Now I've got 2 thicknesses of 2 tiles. There's now a seems to be a skin between the two, which is something I've seen previously. So it acts as a total boundary, so it's not touching it. So I wonder what's going on over here then. See, now that's doing the same thing, so that's actually looking like it's got a skin there as well. Let's put one of those in there and increase the priority and see whether that actually does anything different. Be interesting to see. Suffocating. Yeah, I know you keep suffocating going in here. Copy settings. Right, so you have to keep an eye on this fertilizer if all these plants are actually receiving it. So for a standard, so for a good, that means we have to have 40 plus points. So if it's receiving, we're currently at 25 points. So 25 is nearly there. So we need the temperature minus 40 to 35. So what's the temperature around here? No, it's not cold enough. So we need to get some weezeworts in here. So we're only just going to get a good yield off these. So that's a shame, but it is a regular food source that we can actually manage and live with by cooking, which is fine. We can live with that. Okay, so our foods are now sorted for the time being. He says, thinking I've only got enough for about 2 days worth of food for the guys, but we can actually get on and sort out this lot. Hang on, change that to 8. And then we can basically start planning out what we're going to do and how we're going to capture all our water, because I think we need to have a better solution for this to protect ourselves. As this, I'd like to think it would work, but after watching this one give way, and now see how we got water in the middle of there. See, this is I think what's happens if the tile is put down when there is no water. Let me just build this up and do that as a 8. We can then deconstruct that tile and rebuild it, and then it should be okay. I'm sure that's what's causing it. Alright, deconstruct that one. And we'll dig out there. Oops. So if we now mop that up, we've got no water coming in. Although we are now having pressure damage here. Let's take those both out and we can... Actually, nope, now they've done it. We can now put in tile here and then remove these as long as no water comes through. We're going to need to do that to close your eyes. Nope, he's coming back. Now who's coming to finish the job off? Ooh, I've just spotted something else here. I need to put in a manual airlock quite quickly here. I don't want any of these hatches to wake up and discover a new route. Otherwise I could lose control of them again quite quickly. Come on, let's go and make it. Go and finish it, please. Be deconstructed and see whether that does what we think it should do. Oh, flipping heck. Ah well. Yeah, so now we don't have water in the middle of here. It's basically... Right, okay, so... With that in mind, that's worked. We've now got no water here, so theoretically we could deconstruct those and see whether that water then does come through. Because it's not really causing us any problems. Let me just... Okay, so let's mop that up as a priority for this experiment, as it were. Okay, so there's no water there now. There's that, seems to have that membrane between the two here, stopping any water come through, which is working perfectly. Suffocating. Who's suffocating? Oh, you're in there again. And again, we've got the same here. So as long as we make sure when we produce this we've got no water in between, it should work. I've just done priority on that. No, I haven't. And let's do the priority on that again. I really would like to get this sorted, because that is going to be a game changer until they fix it, and then we'll flood the whole base. And we can wait and see. Right, okay, so yeah, that's all withholding. And we've got everything going on down here. So what's going on with this? Why are they not waiting for absolite? We got enough absolite. Yeah, we have got loads of it. So what's happening with these? Low air pressure, stifled. Okay. So what air pressure do they need? They need okay, right. I'm going to have to put in an oxygen system, and an air scrubber is going to have to be it. So let's, because that will suck out all that carbon dioxide, and it will then allow us yeah, we're going to have to do that. I need to get this air pressure up. Okay. Prioritize 8. Yeah, I know you're suffocating. And plumbing. Ah. One little issue with that. He says one little one. Ooh. he's gonna fill everything else up here first. Oops. Whoa. Cancel all that. Let's try again. I'm gonna have to put this out somewhere here. Okay. So I'm actually going to deconstruct the water pipes now around here. So I don't want them to be pinching all my water. Right, yeah, go on, just clear them out. Right, and yeah. Air pressure is the first thing. They don't need water for just this moment in time. Because we just want them to grow and give us 25 sleet wheat grains. You forget to select the right thing. I want you uprooted. Uproot. Right, okay. Let's see what goes on there. Okay, so fertilizer's still fine. What about the plumbing here? That's backed up from the showers, but they don't need to worry about that for the time being. Now, have I? Yeah, I have got a flipping hatch out here. Right, let's open that one. Sweep all this area. And dig that area. I'd like to stop them from going too far. Oh, flipping heck, I'm going to cancel that now. Because they're all escaping. Oh dear me, they can go quite far as well. That's just typical. And they have done. How flipping typical is that? Right, sweep the whole lot. That's going to be a priority. I don't want anything down here that those guys can eat. How much have we got down here? Do we actually have any? No, we don't. Let's give them food down here. So raw materials, and we're going for sandstone again. Get that priority 9 so they fill it. Okay, so we're now getting wrong what? What's going on here? Oh no! You absolute noodle. Deconstruct liquid pipes there and there. Priority 9. Flipping heck. Ah. Absolute noodle. Can't believe we just did that. Right, okay, so go on to there. What's going on? So it forced water all the way down there. What's going on with this one? Okay. Right, I need to deconstruct all this wire. Sorry, all this liquid pipe. Because it's going to be a case of I've messed up big style. So I now need to have, let's deconstruct that building as well. And that one. Building. Okay, so we can then put in plumbing, liquid pipe. Yeah, in that side and over that side. And let's get that prioritized. 8. No, 8. I just can't believe I've done that. How stupid can you be? Building broken. Why are you broken? What? Why are you broken? Liquid through intakes. The pipe is broken. Okay. Let's just do that. That's strange. It's probably the temperature of everything that's down there. No, my luck. Right. Okay, so I have got one hatch there, so let's put a block up here so we can't get past. Right. 8, we can cancel the sweep. That end and there. In actual fact, I'm going to put that as 9 because I really don't want these guys getting any further and I need to actually move them back. We need all that sorted out as well. There's a lot of water there. We're going to have to mop. Otherwise they're going to drown in there. There's a lot of water there. What have I done? What have I done? Talk about messing things up. You know what, just cancel. Oh no, sweep. Let's cancel those for the moment. I need those to mop this whole area quite drastically. I've only got, who have I got? Danjam. Yeah, Danjam. The only one that's doing any work down here. Dear me. Okay, so who've we got now? We've got Toby C, we've got Danjam, we've got... Ooh, Otis, is that? Yes. Ringo, Lindsay. So we've got a few people working on it now, which is good. Right. Last thing I want is this area to be so flooded that we can't actually have these oxygen systems running. Or the last thing I want as well is for my hatches to die because they are in blinking water. Come on. Oh no! Get out, you stupid idiot! Don't go in there! Don't go in there! Don't— No! I've lost my hatches. Okay. That's getting closed. I can't believe I've just lost my hatches. How many have I got left? One. One hatch. Pipes freezing. You haven't got any water in them to freeze. Okay, what are they made out of? Liquid pipes. Oh, flipping heck. I've done another boo-boo, haven't I? Let's just, hang on. How have I got polluted ox? Oh, it's worked its way all the way over here as well. Flipping heck. Right, plumbing. Pipes. What do these say? Doesn't say anything about that. What you'd use for something freezing. Oh dear. Freezing damage. Yeah, just typical. And I've still got way too much water down here. This is ridiculous. Why are they not mopping this water? Thank you. Why couldn't you have all done that before? Oh dear. Let's dig that down. Don't want them jumping this direction. I want them to get back into here. Right, so at least he won't work that way now. Or at least I hope he doesn't. There we go. Oh, my poor little lonesome hatch. All alone now. Right, he's in there. Let's lock him in. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so we have succeeded in drowning our hatches. We have succeeded in putting pipes down that are just getting frozen damage constantly. We've succeeded in failing to... come on, let's get this down here. Get our air up to temperature. Come on, there we go. We're succeeding in suffocating our dupes. What more could go wrong? Until next time, that's Murphy out.